Yes. Hello, good morning. Can you hear me? If I'm audible, if you're able to see me, can you please respond back to me? Yes, you're able to hear me, right?
Yes,
Students.
Akshita, they are mentioning to me actually.
Okay. I can't see. Can you just give that screen for me as well? It'll be nice. Yeah, I can see now. Thank you. Hi, I think everybody know me. This is the second session I'm taking to the same college. So let me start sharing my screen. Any doubts, anything that you are stuck with, guys, you can just drop a message in the chat. I'm here to help. So before we get started, it is always good to start with an introduction. So myself, Akshita. So I have experience around 4.5 years in IT training as a corporate training, and all the 4.5 years I have hands-on experience. Okay, so let's not waste the time. Let's get started. First, let me open the Jupyter notebook and then let me discuss what is the agenda of the course, like what exactly we will be doing here. And then, if you have any doubts, you can just be writing in the chat. I'm here to help. Okay. um, Okay, I think in past sessions when I had taken, I had already shown you like how to install Jupyter. Just a second, it is throwing some kind of error. Oh, now I got it. Okay, in last session when I had taken, I think a month ago when I had taken, I had taught you guys like how to install Jupyter. Okay, so please follow that old videos. It would be good. So I have created one folder for projects. So I'm just going ahead with that. I think I'll open a new notepad. Okay. So let me just discuss what would be the agenda and like what exactly that we will be doing in this next 5 days. Okay. Is that for everyone? My screen is visible, guys? Is that my Jupyter screen is visible to everyone? Yes, thank you so much for responding. Okay. So what's the agenda that what exactly that we will be doing means we know that we are into Python, correct? So Python means it involves Python plus Django, guys. Okay, Python plus Django. I'll try to do what is possible from my side because we know that yeah, like we can't do some wonders, but I'll try to do what is possible from my side, but it will be definitely helpful. Okay, so this is what is this? This is about the project, correct? So how to design the projects. So I'm planning to divide the sessions like this, like first 2 or 2.5 day will be going on Python, and then next 2.5 day we will go with the Django. Okay, so I want to show you one real time or ongoing application on using these two things. Okay, first I would like to start with Python in Python itself, like in the last sessions when I had taken, I have already taught you like something very much basics like introduction to Python, variables, everything, right? So when someone says it's a project, I know that many people think project is nothing but we have to end up only with what is that oops concept. No, without even reaching to oops, we have discussed something called as methods. Correct? We have discussed. I have taught methods for you guys. Okay, methods we have something called as in conditions, and then we have something called as loops. Okay, just by using this, I would like to create one simple project. Okay, and then we will dive into more deeper concepts because oops concept is something like any interviewer is going to ask, but that we can create wonders by just knowing these concepts. Okay. So what is a project that I will be doing for today is it's a shopping one. Okay, so we are going to design one shopping cart. Okay, shopping cart in any mall. Okay. So shopping cart means what are all the things, guys, that it is going to be involving? So let's say that we have gone to a shopping. So what all the things that it is going to involve in shopping? You guys can respond in the chat. Shopping. Let's say I told that I will be designing a project for a shopping cart just by using the concept of methods, conditions, and then loops. So if I say that it is a shopping cart, can anyone tell me like what exactly that this shopping cart is going to involve? Can respond. See, shopping cart means we first one thing that comes to mind is we have to add an item. Correct? What we have to do, we are going to add an item. See, if I just go to any online application, let me say I'll go to some Flipkart. So if I just go to some Flipkart application, so let's say that I'm building the backend of this Flipkart. So what exactly happens? Let me say I'm just going for a grocery. Okay, so it is asking for my PIN. Okay, let me just get back. Okay, so if I just go to the mobiles, okay, so if I just go to mobiles, let me say I liked one of the mobile here. So I'm just going to do what? I'm going to add it to the cart. So let me just go to some Realme. Okay, so let me say what I'm doing. I'm just going to click on this, and then what I'll do, I'm going to add to the cart. Correct. So it's asking me to log in, which I'm not interested currently doing it. Okay. So this is the item. Let's say that I would like to go ahead with this. See, if I just click on add items to the cart, what is happening? It is adding an item to the cart. So suppose if I want to remove this, I can even remove. Can you see if I just want to remove this? Okay, if I just want to remove this, can you see? I can remove that. And you can see I'm able to see the list of all the items, isn't it, guys? So all these comes under the what is it we have to say it comes under the shopping, isn't it? So same thing I would like to design today. It will be like completely the back end. Okay, like how exactly it works under the front end. Okay, so I would like to show like how to add an item. Okay, the second one is how to remove an item. Okay, and the third one is let me say I want to view an item. Okay, and then fourth one I want to clear my cart. Okay, I want to clear my cart. And then the fifth one is, let me say, I want to exit. Okay, this is the project that I would like to do on today's session. What is it? Using Python, I would like to design a shopping cart. Like it can be an any mall, or you can apply the simple logic in any of the backend. Okay, so here it involves five things. That is adding an item, removing an item, viewing an item, clear the cart, and then exit. Now my question is, in order to design this, what are the concepts that we need to know? Like how exactly we are going to like design this. So as I told, the first one is anywhere you go, we are going to deal with what conditions. Okay, can anyone tell me what are the different types of conditions that we have in Python? It's very cold outside. I totally agree, but you guys have to be a little like active, guys. Can you just tell me what are the different types of conditions we have in Python? Let's keep the session interactive. I can see there are 79 students. Can you please respond? What are the different types of conditions, guys, we have? Very nice. Else if else while. Okay, someone is okay, very nice. Thank you. Thank you so much. So first one is we have if condition. Correct. We have first is if condition. Very nice. Elif ladder. Very nice. So we have if else condition. Okay. And then third one we have is if sorry, elif. Okay. So we have what? We have elif ladder. Okay. And the last one is we have nested if. And then the last one is we have is a nested if. Okay. So these are the four types of conditions that we have. I think everybody knows like what is the syntax of this. Correct. Everybody knows what is the syntax of if condition. I'm not going to dive deep. I'm just listing like what are all the steps that we need in order to solve our project. So we know that Python is for is not a condition. It's a loop. Ramanjane loop. Okay, for is not a condition, it's a loop. Okay, I'll get back to that as well. Okay, coming to the condition, what is a simple syntax for a if condition? Means basically we are going to write if condition, and then we know the conditions can be inside the bracket or it cannot be within a bracket. That works in a Python. But when you are checking a multiple conditions, adding that in a bracket is very important. Okay, at the at the end of the line, just use a colon. And then here we are going to write a body of if condition. Okay, we are going to write what body of if condition. Basically, if the condition is true, then it is going to enter to the body of if condition, it is going to execute. And suppose if you are entering a false condition, that it is going to exit from the what is that body of the condition. Okay. Next, coming to the syntax, I will share the notes. Okay, don't worry. Whatever I'm writing, I will definitely share it with you guys in the chat. Okay, so the next is what we have something called as an if else condition. Okay, so the syntax of this would be something like this. Okay, so if condition, okay, and then here we have to use a colon. You can see the spaces it is taking automatically. This is one of the reason Python is called as what indented programming language. Suppose if you does not use this space properly, then it is going to throw what error. Okay, so here it is what body of if. Okay, so this is what this is body of if. Okay, next what we have, I'm just going to write else, and then this is what body of else. Okay, this is body of else. Okay, so basically how this works, guys. So this is going to work like, suppose if this condition is true, if the condition is true, what happens? This condition will be executed. Suppose if this condition is false, then it is going to straight away jump to the else condition, and then the body of else part will be executed. Correct? This is how this is going to work. It's very simple, okay. And then next, coming to the Elif ladder, very nice, and then very one of the important one, which because I will be using this syntax itself for building this project, okay. So next, what I'll do, I'm just going to write if condition, okay. After this, I'm just going to use colon, and then this is what this is body of if. Okay, so after this we have else, sorry, we have what else if condition, sorry, elif. Okay, so we have what? We have elif condition. So basically, we are going to write one more condition. If that condition is true, then the body of elif will be executed. Elif will be executed. So like this, we can write how many number of conditions we want. We can just write it, guys. Okay, this is body of what? Elif. Okay. So like this, you can write how many number of conditions you want, you can write. Okay. It depends upon your project, and then it depends upon your logic as well. So you can just go with any number of conditions you want. And don't forget, at the end, you have to write what else statement you have to write. What is it? Else. Okay. Okay. So else, and then this is what? This is the body of else. Okay, so this is what this is the body of else. So basically, how does this work? Okay, so first it is going to take the condition. So what it is going to do? First, it is going to take the condition. Okay, so if this is true, then this will be executed. Suppose if the first condition, if it is false, then this will not be executed. It will come to the next statement. Again, if this is true, it will be executing. If it is false, then it will not execute. It will move to the next condition. Okay, if this is also false, then it will move to the else condition, and then it is going to display. This is how basically it is going to work. Okay, and we have one final one that is called as what? If condition, sorry, nested if condition we have. So there is one of the reason, like one of the questions that any interviewer might ask, like what is the difference between elif ladder and the nested if? So basically, nested if is going to check a prior condition. What is it? It is going to check one prior condition. That means, let me say, if the person is like, if I want to check a person's result, basically, first we will ask whether the person is passed or whether he is failed. Correct. If we say it is failed, it's waste of asking his result. Correct. If he is passed, that's when we are going to ask like what is his percentage, everything. Okay, so that is basically called as prior condition, like checking whether it is true or false. If it is true, then it is going to lead to a multiple condition. So basically, how it is going to start means it is nice. Okay, everything is nice. Okay, syntax of what? Nested if. Okay, syntax of what? Nested if. Okay, coming to this, let me just write something like this. Okay, so here first we will start with what? If condition. Okay, so this is basically the body of if condition. Okay, the next what we have, let me say we have one else. Okay, so this will take to be what? This is going to take to the body of else. Okay, this is body of else. So this is how it is going to work. Okay, so this is the prior condition. Suppose if my first if condition is right, then it is going for another if condition. Okay, and then here it is going to take what? It is going to take the body of if. Okay, body of if, and then if you want, like you can go with the multiple if conditions as well here. Okay, I will give the proper indentation. Just give me a minute. So it is body of what? Else. So like this, you can go with any number of conditions, guys, you want. And then finally, what we should not forget, the else part. Okay, body of what? Else. Okay, so let me just push this what? Push this inside and then push this. Okay, so this should be exactly to the if condition, like whatever we have given. Okay, because that's how it is going to work in Python. Okay, and then the space. Okay, so at last, what I told, don't forget to be what else condition. So this is basically what body of else. Okay, so here I will be using Elif ladder. Okay, that is a concept that I will be using with an Elif ladder. Someone has given a very nice answer on Elif. The Elif keyword allows you to check an additional condition if the previous ones are not true. Very nice. Yes, good, Krupa. So any doubt in the syntaxes that I have listed on the conditions, guys? One quick S in the chat would be very helpful to me. Anybody wants me to revise anything? Any which ways, I will use the same concept in the project, whatever I have listed now. Thank you so much, Hemant Kumar, for responding. Okay, the next one, as I told that I will be using what? I will be using loops. Okay, so what are loops? A condition will be repeated until unless the condition whatever we have given, if it is like turning to be a false, that's when it is going to exit the loop. Correct. Under this, we have only two types of loop. One is called as a for loop. Okay. Then the second one is called as the what? While loop. Okay. So here the for loop is called as a self counter loop. Basically, this is going to work only on what? Increment. Okay. The syntax of this looks is something like this. Okay, so the syntax of this looks something like this. Okay, let me just pull this down. Okay, okay, so here it looks like this for. Okay, so here we are going to give a variable. Okay, in iterables. Okay, so we are going to use what in iterables and then colon. So here we are going to give what body of for loop. Okay. And then coming to the while loop, so this is very, very interesting and anyone should know here. Okay, the first step number one is we have to go with the initialization. Okay, first one is initialization. And then step number two. Okay, step number two is what? Condition. Okay, step number two is condition. Step number three is, let me say, some statement. Okay, statement. Okay, statement. And then the step number four is like you can go with what? Increment or decrement. Increment or what? A decrement. So this is basically, I will be using the while statement. Okay, and coming to the methods, which I've already discussed in one of the sessions for Python, let me just take another one. So if I just print something like dir of str, so basically this is going to list all the methods. Okay, in one of the few sessions, I had told you that anything with an underscore or called as an dunder methods, and anything like so from the capitalized to z fills, all these are like the methods of what? The methods of strings case. Okay, it's called as what? The methods of strings. Let me just put it into the proper line so that it will be easy to access. Okay, so here I'll not use all the methods. Probably I will be using like two to three kinds of methods. Okay, is it clear? So when someone gives the question, first make sure like what is it exactly that we will be going ahead. Okay, so any doubts in the revisation that I have done for the things whatever is required for our project? Any doubts still here, guys? So I basically told that, thank you, Hemant. Okay, so basically I told that we are going to design a project called as a shopping cart in a mall, like how exactly it is going to work. So I have shown you that five methods that I will be showing. I'll not directly end up with a oops concept because if you ask for anyone, ma'am, I want to design a project on Python, they will say, you have to learn oops. And I'm showing with a very simple concept without using oops, without using functions. You can just create one interesting shopping project. Okay. In order to do that, uh, okay, yeah, I'm revising the same thing. Janvi. Okay. So for that, in order to solve this project, we have revised the concepts of conditions. Okay. And then we have revised the bit concepts of what loops and then methods. Okay. Now let's start designing the project. Okay. So what I'll do, just a second. So any doubts still here, guys? Any doubts still here? One quick S will be good. Thank you. Okay, then we'll start designing the project. So when I say that, when I want to design a project, what is the first step that anybody wants to know? What is the first step that anybody wants to start with? Deepika, muted. Okay, so what is the first step, guys, that we have to start with? Deepika, please mute. Can you guys tell me where should I start with? Okay. So problem maybe yes, but yeah, that's totally correct. Okay. When I say that I have a shopping cart, see, this is my shopping cart, correct? You can see my, what is it? You can see my Flipkart shopping cart. See, first, basically, whenever you want to shop, your cart will be empty. You guys agree? Whenever you want to start, what will be the thing? Already nobody would have been shopped for you guys, and then nobody will keep some things in the cart, isn't it, guys? First, your cart will be what? Empty. So same thing I'll do. First, I'm going to keep my cart what? Empty. I'm going to create what? I'm going to create one empty cart. Okay, so I'm just going to make that one as shopping cart. Okay, I'm just going to make it as what? Shopping cart. I'm just going to keep it as empty. Okay, so why means because I am the one who's going to shop. So nobody else would have already been shopped for me. So I'm keeping my shopping cart as what? Empty. So next, what I should do is I should start shopping. So let me just print that. Okay, I'm just going to say shopping started. I'll just write something like shopping started. Okay, shopping list I'll give. Okay, I'll just give what? Shopping list. So what is that shopping list? So basically the first option is I would like to give something like add item. Okay. So first is what? I want to add item. The second is what? I want to remove my item. So I'm just building like whatever are the things that I want. I'm just going to remove the item. And the third one, let me say, I want to view whatever that I have designed. So I'll just go with what? View item. And then the fourth one, let me say, I just want to clear all the items which are present. That means, let's say, sometimes we will change our main. Ayo, so let's not shop tonight. Tonight. So that what will happen that time? We are just going to erase everything which is present. So we are just going to do that. And then the last one is I want to exit. Let me say after the payment, you are just going to exit. Okay. These are the five things. Okay. Anybody have doubt with my initialization or the five things? I know that I will be changing this code in the last probably. Okay. So first my cart will be empty. So my shopping list would be like first one is like adding an item. The second one is like removing an item. Third one is like viewing the item. The fourth one is like clearing the item. The fifth one is like exit. Now what I'll do, I want to give a choice to an customer whether he wants to add an item, remove an item, view an item, clear an item, or to an exit an item. So in order to give an option to an user, so what I'll do, I'm going to use something called as choice. Okay, and then I'm going to use input. Okay, enter your choice. Okay, enter your choice for shopping. Okay, enter your choice for what? Shopping. Okay, so now if I just do this, okay, it is going to choose. See, if I just run, can you see this is how it is going to be seen? Okay, now I have to add. Let me say if I just give one, see, it should not exit. What should happen? It should let me add an item. What it should do, guys, it should let me add an item. Guys, so far, whatever I have written the code, is it clear for everyone? Is it clear for everyone? Yes, thank you so much. Okay, now what I'll do, I'm just going with a condition because I want to check for all the condition. So what I'll do, I'm going to choose if my choice is equals to what? 1. So 1, if it is 1, what should I do? So I have to add an item. Correct. So 1 means it is going to choose what? First, add an item it is going to give. So whatever that item The customer has to add. So I'm just going to give what? Input, enter the item. What is it? Enter the item. Okay. As soon as the customer adds, it should go add where? It should go add in our shopping cart. So how can we add? Means it's very simple. So shopping underscore cart dot what we have to do in order to add. So we are going to use something called as append. What I should append? I should append the item. Okay, so at last I should get one print statement. Okay, I'll go use with the formatting strings. Okay, so here what I'll do means I'll just go with an curly brackets item. Okay, and then I'm going to say that is being added. That is going to say, it is going to say is being added. So now let's just see whether it is going to work or not. So for this, what I have to do, I have to add one more else statement saying that print, it's an invalid statement, or I can just give invalid choice. Okay, I'm just going to say what? Invalid choice. Okay, shopping cart spelling mistake. Uh, Okay, shopping SHOOP. Very nice. Thank you so much, Hemant Kumar. Okay, so now what I'll do, I'm just going to run. Okay, now you can see if I just say one enter, so I have to add an item. So let me say that I want to add oil. So if you are like concerned about any oil, you can just add. Okay, I'll just go with the Sun Pure. Okay, now if I just enter, can you see it is saying that oil has been added. So here we have to be more conscious. What is that mean? See, as soon as I add that what is happening, it is coming out. Correct. But I want it to repeat. If I want something to be repeated, what should I use, guys? If I want something to be repeated again and again, what should I use? Very nice, very nice. What is that? Very nice, very good. Everybody is responding. So it is basically I have to use loop. My next question is where exactly I should start using my loop? Can you guys tell me? Very nice. Your answer is right. I have to use loop. Where exactly? First. So you mean here should I use? Here should I use? If I use here, it is not going to work. Okay, so we have to use, it will work. Okay, but it will become like an infinite loop. So I have to use while here. Okay, very nice. After, no, no, no. If you use after the choice, again, you will not going to get it. It will become infinity loop. Okay, so we have to use above the shopping list. Okay, so after this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add what? A true statement. Okay, as we already know that here what I have to do, intended programming language, right? Python is an intended programming language. So I have to use all the tab spaces. Okay, so if I just do this, okay, this one also like this, and then like this, and then what it is, so how. So now what it should happen, so as soon as I add an item, so if I just run, so now if I just add an item, again I should get what? Choice. So if I just give one, and then I'm going to pass what? Oil, that is basically what? Sun Pure. Okay, let me say Sun Pure, and then if I enter C, again it should ask me the choice. Clear, guys? Again, it should ask what choice exactly it is working as we are expected. Correct? Any doubts still here? Any doubts? Why did I add here? Hope so, no doubts. I'll just move forward. Okay, nothing. So we are designing a simple project on the shopping cart. So first I started keeping my shopping cart empty. Okay, in order to repeat, just now we saw without using while loop, if I just go, it is going to exit after me giving a choice, but I want it to get repeated again and again. So I'm adding my while loop, and then why it should repeat means because my choice should get repeated basically. So I'm just adding it. What is it? The first choice is like one. So here I'm taking an item and then input, I'm just entering the item. And then I'm adding the item. So if the next what it is, like I'm just telling that item added has been like, it is going to show like whatever the item it has been added. Can you see something like this? Oil Sun Pure has been added. Okay, next, let me say I want to remove. Okay, I want to do what? I want to remove. So now what I'll do? I'm just going with what? Elif condition. So what is it? My choice number two. So what is it? What is my choice number two, guys? Basically, it is going to be remove item. Correct. So here, in order to remove item, first I will ask my user what exactly that he wants to remove. Basically, in Flipkart also, if you just go to the cart, see if I does not want this, I will be eligible to remove whatever it is like I don't want. So similarly, here also what I'll do, I'm just going to give an option for an customer to remove whatever the object that he does not need. So I'll just go with an item is equals to input, enter the item. Okay, enter the item to be removed. Okay, now the customer has been entered that he wants to remove something. Now, how to remove, guys? Can anybody tell me, like, how to remove the item? How to remove the item? Can anybody tell me? Okay, use remove. Okay, but Hemant or Sai Shri, my question is, suppose if item is there, it is going to remove. Suppose if the item is not there, then how it is going to remove? Correct. You guys have given the exact statement, card dot remove I have to use. But when should I use that? Correct. First item should be present. Correct. So what I'll do means if my item in what shopping cart. Correct. If my item is in shopping cart, then what it should do? Then it should remove. Correct. Shopping cart. Okay. Dot remove. Okay. What it should remove the item. Correct. Else, what it should do, else, sorry, shopping spelling is wrong. So let me just correct it. Okay, shopping cart dot remove the item. Else, what it should do, I'm just going to print saying that item. I'll just go with the formatting string. Okay, so I'm going to say item is not present. Item is not exist. Item does not exist. I'll give. Okay, item doesn't exist. Okay, doesn't exist in the cart. Okay. So now we'll just, okay. Suppose if it is removing also, I need one statement. So I'm just going to say, again, I'm going to use the formatting statement. I'm just going to pass an item saying that item has been removed. Item has been successfully removed. Correct? So item has been successfully removed. So now let's just see what is going to happen. Okay, it is asking me to restart my kernel. Let me just do that. Okay, so now let me just run this. Okay, okay, kernel. Okay, so now what I'll do, I'll just give one. Okay, I'm going to add an oil. Okay, so what is my oil? I just gave something like sun pure. Okay, again, I want to add one more item. Let me say some Sona Masuri rice. Sona, okay, Soni I have given. Sona Masuri, Masuri, okay, rice. Okay, so now if you just see, we are having two things, correct? Still, I have not written the details to you, so we will not be able to see. Okay, but this is how we are going to add. Now I'll just write a two. So it is asking me to remove the item. Let me just remove what Sona Masuri, Masuri. Okay, and then what rice. Okay, can you see it is telling Sona Masuri has been successfully removed. And again, it is giving the shopping list. It's working exactly like how we have expected. Okay, next. Any doubts, guys, still here? Any doubts still choice number two? Any doubts still? Very nice. Thank you for responding. Okay, now what I'll do, I'm just going with an another elif. That would be what choice is equals to what third choice. I'm taking my third choice. What is it? My third choice is what? Viewing the item. So here, as you can see that I have added two things. Correct. So that means I want to see both the items like whatever I have added. So can you give me an idea what exactly I have to do for this, guys? In order to view an item, what exactly I have to use this? What I should do? I need to view. Okay, so in order to view, it's not about one. You can see here, let me say that I'm going to add another item too. So if I add another item also, like how exactly I have to view? Can anybody say? Very nice list. Okay, so what should I give in the list? Vinutana? Vinutna. Okay. Vinutna, what exactly I have to give? If it is a list, like how? What is the thing? What is the condition that I have to give? Okay. Fine. If it is, it is going to show. Suppose if it is not, then what it is going to show? If it is there, then fine. I'll use a list shopping cart. I can't use list like that. See, if I just give something like print shopping list. Okay, if I just give something like print shopping list. What is that? Shopping cart. Okay, I can't just go something like this, isn't it, guys? So suppose if I just go here, okay, again I have to cut this and then run. Okay, print. Yeah, yeah, I'm doing the same thing. So let me just go here. Okay, and then restart, clear everything, and then let me just run it again. Okay, so now I think it's been cleared. So if I just run, okay, I'll just add again. Let me just go with oil and then I'll just go with then another one. Let me just say rice. Okay, so now if I just give three, okay, so it is giving in the form of a list. Okay, so now let me just go with remove the item. Let me just say rice. Okay, so now let me just go with the view. Can you see it is showing only oil? If it is there, it's fine. Now let me say I'm just going to go with another one. Let me just say I'm going to remove oil as well. Okay. So now if I just see, I don't want to see an empty cart. So instead what I want some message. So how can I do that? And it is showing in the form of a list. I don't want to see something in the form of a list. So what exactly I have to do? So in order to do that, I have to go with what? Condition. So what is that condition? Means if item, if not shopping, very nice. If item, no, I'll go with if not, I will just use that in the next line. Okay. Shopping cart. Okay. Then what it should say? It should say print. If not shopping cart, then it should say what? Print. I'll just go with the formatting string. Okay. I'm just going to say items are empty. Okay. Sorry, no item. Okay. Sorry, no item. Or you can just say empty. That is also fine. Okay, else what it should do, I want it to repeat and then I don't want it to represent in the form of what? List. Now tell me what should I do? I don't want it to be shown in the form of a list. I just want it to like list like a normal items. So what should I do? It should repeat, I'm saying. So don't you think so I should use a for loop? So how to use a for loop, guys? A for item in what shopping cart? Okay, for item in what shopping cart? Okay, so what I'll do, I'm just going to repeat. If I just use print and then item. Okay, so now it is going to work as we expected. Okay, so now let's just rerun again and then let's see. So anybody have doubt till here? Late joiners, anything, any doubt here? Okay. So if this is, let me just rerun this. Okay, so first I'm going to give me the choice. And I'll go with the oil. Okay, so you can see, yeah, I'll just repeat. Just give me a minute. I'm just checking whether it is working or not. I'll just go with what? Rice. Okay, okay, it is telling invalid choice. So I just want to go with something like rice. Okay, so you can see that the rice has been added. So I just want to view. Can you see it is showing like this? But earlier, how it was showing in the form of what? List. Now, if I just go with the second one, let me say I want to remove oil. Okay, you can see that oil has been successfully removed. If I just go with the three, can you see that it is showing only the rice? Okay, fine. Let me just repeat it. Okay, so we are designing a simple project on a shopping cart. So whenever you enter to a shopping cart, initially our shopping cart will be empty. So I'm using what? I'm using an empty array. Okay, after that, I'm using what? I'm using while true because I want to repeat it. If you does not give the loop to be repeated, you will just give only one option to add or one option to remove or one option to view or clear or exit. So I want all option to be repeated. So I'm using what? I'm using while true. And then I'm giving a list saying that shopping list to add an item, remove an item, view an item, clear item, and then exit. Okay, so here I'm letting an user to choose an option, like what exactly you have to go with. So the like if he is choosing for a choice number one, then it is going to come for a choice number one, and then item is equals to what input, and then enter the item. Okay, so the next one would be what shopping cart dot append the item. So it has to be like it has to append the item. That basically append is going to add the element at the end of the list. Okay, so this is basically for the list that I have given. If you want, I'll show one for the list as well here. So if I just go with list has only 11 methods, it's basically very easy. Okay, so just give me a minute. Okay, so now if I just run this, see we have, as I told, see there are only this number of list. Let's just go and then just add, this is method for what strings, and this is methods for what list case. Okay, so this is methods for what string. Okay, so I'll just add for this as well. Okay, so if you can see, this is how it is added. So I'm adding what I'm adding for an append. Okay, so after this, what I have done, so if the person is choosing one, it is going to let the add an item. So once the item has been added, if you want, I'll just write and show here. Okay, so first user is going to get an option. If he is typing option one, so it will enter here. You can add the item. Let me say oil. Okay, already my shopping cart is what? My shopping cart is empty. So whatever the item that you are added here, so that will be appended. So in this list, the oil will be added. Okay, after this again, it is going to repeat this. Let me decrease the size. Okay, so, huh. Okay, so again, this option will be repeated. Okay, again, what this option will be repeated. Again, you are going to choose. Again, if you're just choosing one, again, it will come here. You can add an item. Let me say rice. As I told that, it will be adding at the end of the list. So it will be like oil and then what? Rice. Okay, again, it is going to show this kind of list. If you are going with and remove, so it will come to what? It will come to choice number two. Okay, so we already have how many items? We already have two items. So it will ask an user or a customer to enter whatever it is to be removed. So as soon as you give like remove the item oil, so it will tell that oil has been successfully removed. Okay, if nothing is there, then it is going to show that does not exist in the cart. So whatever the item that the user is expecting, it is not there in the cart. Okay, so next, coming to the next one. So again, the choice will be repeated. Once the choice is repeated, if you come to three, okay, so again, it has to be shown to the user. That is basically the view cart. So what exactly it is going to do means, first it will check. Suppose if you are asking to view, so first it will check whether it is something is there in the cart or not. If my cart is empty, then it is going to say that sorry, no item. So if you want, I'll show that like how exactly it is going to work. Okay, so basically now nothing is there in my cart. So now if I just go with what three, okay, okay, name error, it is saying that item is not defined. Okay, this one, right? Item is not, okay, okay, it is showing error in the line number 23. Okay, I think this is the one. I'll just remove this and then I will say it's empty. Okay, I'm just going with what empty. So let me restart and then run the kernel. Okay, so now if I just run this, okay, if I just go with the three, okay, it is showing that empty is also not, okay, it's a string, right? Basically, it's empty. I'll just go with what empty. Okay, so now let me just read it. Okay, if I just go with what three, can you see it is showing it as empty? As nothing is there, so it is showing empty. Now I will just go with what one. Sorry. Where did my code go? Okay. So I think it has been converted into the form of a text. So now, okay, okay. So now let me just run control enter. Okay, so let me just restart and then run all the things. Okay, so now it will run. Okay, so initially it was showing what? It was showing it as an empty. See now, if I just give something like 3, okay, it is again showing it as shopping cart is not defined. Let me just go here. Okay, now let me just rerun this. Okay, so if I just go with the 3, you can see it is showing empty. Now I will go with an option 1. Let me say oil. Okay, now I will go with again option 1, and then I'm going to add a rice. Now if I show 3, can you see it is going to show the list? Clear, guys? Is it clear? So we start going the next. Any doubts still here? Guys can respond on the chat. No. Okay. So what next we have? We have choice number 4. Correct. What is the choice number 4? We have something called as an clear an item. So can anyone tell me what should I use in order to clear an item? So let's go with an elif. The choice number is equals to what? 4. So what exactly I have to do in the choice number 4? Can anybody tell me? So basically I have to clear. So how to clear? What is the exact method I have to use in order to clear? Use delete or clear. Okay. Can you just give me the command for a delete or clear, Malleshwari? Can you just give me a command for deleting or okay, item dot clear. Very nice. So we have it is not item dot clear, it is shopping cart dot clear. Okay, item is basically oil or rice. So I have to use what? I have to use shopping cart. Okay, I have to use what? Shopping cart dot clear. Okay, after clearing, I'm just going to use a print statement saying that the items in the items in the cart, okay, are cleared, are empty now. We can just do this. Okay. So next, we have one more option. So that's basically, again, I'll just go with what? Elif. And then what is that, guys? Choice number what? 5. So what is my choice number 5? Basically, it is exit. So I'm just going to write what? I'm just going to write shopping. Okay, I'm just going to write exit my shopping. Okay, I'll just tell that and shopping has been ended. Okay, or what can I write? End my shopping. Okay, end my shopping. Okay, end my shopping. Okay, we can just go with end my shopping. Shopping has been ended. Okay, has been ended. Or we can just say that restart your shopping. Restart your shopping. Okay, will this work, guys? Whatever I'm giving, don't you think so? I should add something else here. What exactly I should add in order to end the shopping? Can you guys respond, please? Break. Very good, Ramanjanello. We have to use what? We have to use break. So now can anybody tell me what is this break? What is this break? What is the use of this break? Why do we need to use this break? Can you tell me exactly where does this break come? Okay, for exiting from a loop. Very nice. Okay, so break is basically a keyword, guys. What is it? It is basically the keyword. Whenever you want to come out of the loop or whenever you want to end the loop there, uninterruptibly, whenever you want to like end the loop, that's when we are going to use this keyword called as what? Break. It will work only inside the loop. You have to keep this in mind. Okay. It will end the program. Okay, it will end the loop. Okay, and brings us out. Okay, or brings us out. That is basically what? Break. So this is basically our code. So let's just see like how does it is exactly going to work. I think everybody can see. I would like to rerun and then I will show you all the things like how does it exactly going to work. Okay, so let me just restart. Okay, so we are done with our first project. It's as easy as we can say. Okay, it's used to exit the loop when specified condition is met. Exactly, it's correct. Okay, so now what we have done, first we have done an empty cart, and then I wanted to repeat all the choices given to the user. So I've given all the choices. So as I've given, I should let my customer also to choose any of the choices. So we have given the choice one to enter the item. So if he is entering an item, it is going to be appended, and then it will show whatever the item that has been added. Next, we have what? We have something called as a choice number two. Enter the item that has to be repeated. Okay, so first, if you want to remove an item, first whatever the item that you want to remove, it should be present in the cart given. So we are going to use what? A remove. Okay, else it is going to say that it does not exist in the cart. Okay, option number three. So if you want to view the cart, so first item should be present in the cart. So in order to check whether the items are present in the cart or not, we have to check with the two conditions whether if like shopping cart exists or not. If it is there, like it is going to represent that in the form of an item. If not, it is going to show it in the form of what? Empty. Okay, next we have choice number four. So it is going to clear. So in order to clear, we have used something called as unclear. And then for choice number five, we are just saying it to exit. So now let's just run and then see how exactly our project is working. So if I just run, I'll go first with the view card. Okay, can you see it is saying it as what? Empty. Okay, next I'll go with what? Two. So enter your, okay, so enter the item to be like removed. I'll just give something like oil. See, it is saying that oil does not exist in the cart. So now what I'll do, I'm just going to add oil. Here, ma'am, can I add multiple items at a time? Yes, guys, you can add multiple items at a time. See, I'm adding lace, let me say water bottle. Okay, we can just go with what? Water bottle. Okay, and then okay, invalid choice, sorry. I'll just go with one. Okay, and then I'll just write something like a rice. Okay, and then let me say lace, and then let me say what? Water bottle. Okay, water bottle. Okay, so if you just see, it has been added. Okay, not only that, okay, so now if you want to see the view item, can you see oil, rice, lace, water, and then bottle? Okay, suppose if you want to remove an item, so let me just say I want to remove something like water bottle. Okay, BOTTEL. So if I just enter this, can you see water bottle does not exist in the cart? So that okay, I have to enter all the items, whatever it is given. So I think again I have to repeat that, correct? So what is it? I'll just choose all these things. So you can't remove all that like one item. So you have to basically remove. See, it's successfully removed. So again, if you just see, this is how it is going to be seen. And if you want to clear everything, whatever is present, if you just go with four, see the items in the carts are empty now, and then shopping list. So if I just give five, and then your shopping has been ended, and then it is going to restart. So guys, any doubt till here? I'll share the notes for you guys right now, okay? And then we'll start with another one. So any doubt, you guys can just let me know if you guys have any doubt. Okay, thank you. I'll just copy this. Just give me a minute. I just want to share this notes for you guys. And definitely it will be helpful for you guys. All those items are being taken as a single item. Yes. So you have to work on it. So try to correct that and then get back tomorrow. Okay. So now I would like to start with another one. Okay. Uh, this one. And then I want to share the output as well. So let me just copy this output also. Copy this. Okay. So guys, any doubt? Is the project was nice? Okay, we will do more interesting project also we will do. Okay, I'll just add this. Okay. So first let me just share this. Yes. Okay. Many people does not know that we can do projects just by using loops. So in order to show that it's very easy, so I just did the project on this. I'll just use project, and then I will give something like notes. Okay, so notes for class one. Okay, class one. I'll just share this immediately. Okay, and then we'll start the second one. Is it fine, guys? Okay, I'll just share it for everyone. Okay, I'll just go with the desktop. Okay, project and then the text. So I've shared the notes of today's project at what we have done. Okay, now let me start with another project. So before I start with another project, I want to get the confirmation from everyone. Is this is clear? Whatever we have done so far, is this is clear? One quick S would be really good. Very appreciable. Thank you so much. Very nice. Thank you. Thank you so much for responding. Okay. Project number two. So what exactly that I want to do is connecting with SQL. Like how can we connect? Okay. So what is it? Connecting with SQL. So we know that we have different types of platforms. How will you send a note map? I have already sent in the group, guys, in the form of a note, but you can just download. Okay. How will you send? I have already sent in the chat. You can just see Ramanjanelu. Okay. So the second project that I want to do is connecting with SQL. So guys, let's just quickly revise. What is this SQL? What is this MySQL? What is this exactly? Can anyone tell me? Is that directly we will end up with SQL and then MySQL? Where do we exactly start with? We have something called as data. Okay, so I'm going to take a real-time example to give you guys a clear picture, like what is exactly the usage of my data, my SQL or SQL. Okay, irrespective of any place, we know that it is going to start by default with the data. Correct. What is this data? See, you if you just sign up with any application that you want. Okay, let me just take one screen. I think everybody can see, right? First, what I told something like data. I'll take another color so that it will be elegant for you guys to see. Okay. And then I will delete it. Huh. So we have what? We have something called as a data. So what is this data exactly used for? Let me say I'm going to enter into some application. Let me say I'm going to enter into XLR application itself. Okay, whenever I'm going to enter into an XLR application, what happens? I'm going to sign up. Let's just say, okay. I'm not sure that whether you guys sign up or not. I'm just giving an example. When you sign up, you are going to add some details. What is that? Let me say you're going to add some name. You're going to give your email ID, correct? This is very important. Email ID you'll give something like a phone number, correct? So all these things will be listed somewhere in an Excel sheet. Okay, what is it? It will be like given my name. Okay, let me say this is my name, and then I'm going to write a dot gmail. So basically, we are not going to understand what is this a, what exactly is this. So we will not understand. So basically, this is considered as what? This is considered as data. That means which we does not know what exactly we are doing. What happens exactly? After a day or two, you are going to log in. Correct. Whenever you are going to log in, what happens here means your data, whatever you are going to give here, it will become in the form of an information. Correct. It will give in the form of what? Information. Okay. So this is basically data, the signing up, the details. Okay. It will be stored in a database. I will get back to the database. Okay. So now this data becomes what? This data becomes an information. Okay, so data became what? Information when you use the same data as that in the form of a login. So now, once you log in, we have to store this information somewhere. So somewhere you're going to store in the form of a table. Okay, let me say this is your username. Okay, this is your username. And then we have something called as what? Password. Okay, we are going to store somewhere. Where exactly we are going to store? See, whenever you are going to store in the form of a structured way, that's when it is called as what? Database. Guys, that's when it is called as what? Database. Now, just now we told it is an XLR. Okay, so per year we train more than 2 lakh students. Okay, so maintaining one such information, like huge information, it's very difficult. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a software. I'm going to use a software. That software is basically called as what? Database management system. That is called as what? It is called as database management system. So I think you guys understood basically whatever we are going to give the details, it's basically the data in the sign up. Okay. Again, if you are just reusing it and that information has some meaning, that's basically called as a login. That time the data will be converted into the form of what? Information. After this, we are going to store that login information somewhere. That's basically called as what? Database. Okay. If it is only one information, then I can go with the database, but it involves huge amount of information of other students as well. For that, I need what? I need a software called as what? A database management system. Fine, ma'am. Under this database management system, what exactly that we are going to connect means under this we have something called as a relational database management system. What is it? Relational database management system. Basically, it is going to give the relation from table to a table. Okay, fine, ma'am. We understood this. Then what is the difference between SQL and then MySQL? Okay, these are the two categories that we see under what? We see under relational database, guys. Okay, SQL is nothing but SQL is a syntax. Okay, that's all. SQL is what basically the in syntax, and then MySQL is nothing but the platform. Is it clear? Okay, till here, is it clear? In the tomorrow's session, I will show you like how you can connect my Python using what? MySQL. Is it clear? One quick test would be really good. I don't want to drag on more because again we have to end up the session any which ways. Okay. So I will repeat whatever I taught just now. I will be repeating it. Okay. So you can see that there was a problem in today's project, like whatever we have created. What was it? Like suppose if I'm giving the multiple items, we have to remove all the complete items. It was not removing one item. Why don't you work on that today and then get back tomorrow, guys? Okay. Hope so that no doubt in today's session. If you have any doubt, you can just try on this, whatever I have given in the notepad. If you are getting any error, come back to me tomorrow. I'm here to help. Okay. So any doubts? One quick test would be really good. Thank you. No doubts. No doubts. Thank you so much. Thank you. Then I will take a leave on today's session. Tomorrow I will catch up. We will see like how to connect Python with MySQL. Thank you guys. Good day. Bye.
Yeah, thank you, Akshita.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, students, we are done for the day and we'll meet on tomorrow. Okay. Thank you.